Hey guys, JamiyJamie, and today in Roblox we're playing some more Pokemon, as you can see on screen right now, and today we're doing the Nuzlocke challenge episodes. Let me check. Episode 15. I hope that's right. Anyway, in episode 15, I feel like we should just train this episode. We need to try and train for the 8th gym. So last episode we beat the 7th gym, which is amazing. So one step closer now to completing the game. So we need to beat the 8th gym and then the Elite Four challenge. I think we're done. So yeah, although it seems like we haven't got a lot to do, however we do because we have to train our Pokemon up to a good level to be able to beat the 8th gym without any feints. And then for the Elite Four we have to EV train our Pokemon, which is going to take so long, and I'm not looking forward to it at all. So then, this episode we're going to train the Pokemon in our party. We don't want to use any other Pokemon, I feel like. The Pokemon we have in our party are going to be the main Pokemon we want to use for the 8th gym. I can't remember the rule set for why he copies your Pokemon. I think, or it used to be if you have a Pokemon over 90, you copy it. I think it might have got changed to if you have 6 or more Pokemon in your party, it will do that. Anyway, I can't run around in this spot. So yeah, this episode is just literally going to train all episodes. So let's go into a bigger patch of grass where we can actually just run around in a circle like Ota doing it. So yeah, we're probably just going to do this for a full 30 minutes. Like I said, I want to record everything in this series so you know I'm not cheating, and just so you guys get a feel of how long it actually takes to complete the game, even with or without the Nuzlocke challenge. With the Nuzlocke challenge it's probably going to be a little bit longer, but I know a lot about this game, so I feel like I should know about a lot of ways to train Pokemon. So right now, this is probably the best place to train since we're training a water type Pokemon. Mysterious Valley, I think it's no, it's not Mystery. I don't think it's Mysterious Valley. It's Mysterious Grotto. Is a good place to train, but they're around the same level anyway, so it shouldn't matter too much. And plus, Muddy or Swampert is gonna level up really quickly here since it's got a waterfall. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Also, I want to keep chat off, so if I want to just run around in circles, we have to probably just click off the Roblox client and just keep doing this. So yeah, I don't know if I want to heal up every time I run out of waterfall PP. I feel like that would take a bit too long to try and train, but yeah, this episode I'm going to try and aim for Muddy to get to 70 and the rest of the Pokemon to get as high as possible, I guess. I mean, right now Muddy is leading the pack along with my Boo. Boo's a bit behind, but Muddy is doing a great job at keeping up there. So if I keep pressing this, if we can get Muddy to 70, I'll be happy with that. So yes, hopefully this goes well. I mean, these Pokemon, I should one-shot them all in theory, but if not, it doesn't matter too much because Muddy is not going to get one hit by any of these. I mean, there is a Lapras in this area, and plus I could find a legendary Pokemon which I'll have to beat, and that could wipe out a few of my teammates, so gotta be careful for what type of Pokemon it is, and it should be good from there on out. But yes, hopefully that doesn't happen and we just get lucky with finding legendary Pokemon such as Entei, which we can one-shot, because Entei is a fire type, I'm sure. I don't think it's a fire and ground. I think that would be a bit too OP. Then again, it would be a good choice. Oh, I think Entei, Suicune and Raikou are all single types, so I don't think it would be fair if Entei has an extra type. Okay, apparently we're just facing a lot of ground and fire type Pokemon. I haven't found another Pokemon aside from these yet, so that could be good for us, but it's not exactly great XP. I mean, great XP. We'll just be finding a load of legendaries, get a few thousand XP per every single one. Aside from that, getting to the Elegant Valley would be pretty good, because if we can keep versing those dragon type Pokemon up in the top of the mountain, they give the best XP, I think, in the game, period, except from trainer Pokemon, but I mean wild Pokemon. Because for trainers, you have to battle them and then rejoin the server if you want to battle them again. So if you just want to battle good Pokemon after and over again, probably Elegant Valley is probably the best if you've got a high level Pokemon that can one-shot them. So hopefully we can get there soon, and then we can start EV training and just start getting all our Pokemon to level 100. Because for the Elite Four, we want all our 6 Pokemon to be level 100 and to be EV trained, and then all we have to do is just buy a load of potions. Probably full restores, I think, is probably the best. I think 100 will be set for it, and I shouldn't need any more than 100. If I need more than 100, I guess a few Pokemon will have to sacrifice themselves to get through the win, because I'd rather sacrifice a few of them rather than all of them getting KO'd and then having to try and restart the whole EV training process with different Pokemon, then trying to do it again to find out they're not as strong as my first team. This causes a bit of hassle, so hopefully we don't have to do that and we can just use the team that we have now. I do want a few moves on some of these Pokemon. I mean, I don't want Hammeram on Swampert. It is a good move, but if it decreases a stat, it's not exactly a good move for the Nuzlocke challenge. I'm going to try and trade that out for another move. Not too sure what. I have no idea what I'm doing. So, yeah, hopefully this goes well. K-Mud is 67. So, 610, pretty good, I guess. I mean, we've already got 1 level in around 7 minutes. Just got another 23 more to go. Love it. So, yeah. I don't even know what EVs we have on any of these Pokemons yet. Which I guess I don't mind. I mean, I can find out once I get to Elegant Valley, but I'll have to reset all of this EV stats anyway, so it shouldn't matter too much. I mean, I'd rather spend money trying to reset the EVs rather than them having bad EVs and just getting one-hitted because Pokemon are OP in the wild. Which could be the case for the Elite Four. I mean, I think the Elite Four's Pokemon are EV trained, and I remember when they used to all be level 90 plus, and a lot of them were level 100. I managed to beat that very closely without EV training my Pokemon, but I did have to use a lot of revise. So once the Elegant Valley came out, it became a lot easier to do, and now that they nerfed it a lot, I think the thing about the Elite Four is not a lot of people knew how to EV train, and when Elegant Valley came out, a lot of people still didn't know what EVs were and how to EV train, so I guess that's the reason why it got nerfed a little bit. I mean, I would agree it was a bit OP, but I managed to take it down. All I had to use was a few revives, and I managed to beat it eventually. I mean, I'm still trying to go for the Registeel vs Elite Four challenge, just that I haven't got around to doing it for a while since I've started this Nuzlocke series, and I like doing this, so yeah, I'd rather do this rather than spending a few hours trying to beat the Elite Four with 1 Pokemon. Although I will get to it eventually, probably once the Nuzlocke series dies off and it's completed. I mean, once I've beat the Elite Four, I don't feel like there's anything else to do, because there's nothing really I can do. I mean, once the Elite Four done, I can't do a PvP series on Nuzlocke challenge, because if a Pokemon faints, I'll have to delete it or put it in the PC box and never use it again. So once I run out of Pokemon for a PvP series on Nuzlocke challenge, it's kind of game over, I guess. And I mean, even if a new update comes out, I mean, there's nothing real to do on the Nuzlocke challenge, because if it isn't anything that involves beating someone, and it's just a new Pokemon, say a Deoxys for the Mysterious Grotto, I mean, there's no point in me even trying to do that, because go there for the Deoxys because I only can catch the first Pokemon that I find in the areas. Which does suck, but that's the game, or the challenge at least, so yes. And I think I'm going to go heal really quickly to get some PP. I should probably bring a few PP restores just so I can stay here a bit longer, which I might do. I mean, if I can stay here longer, probably better. However, I could just train up at the top. Where am I going? I also go this way. Some reason I saw that and thought, oh, that goes up, I'll go up there. Nope, completely wrong idea. So then let's go back and heal our Pokemon. We should be able to do a lot this episode. I'm going to try and get Muddy to 70. Boom should get to 65. And then next episode I'll try and go up another 5 levels and then another 5 levels and so on. Eventually be aware in the episode we might only get 2 levels per episode, which is going to suck. But that's just going to be how it is because I want to battle trainers, but trainers are a bit hard to go to because I only can battle them once and I have to run across the map again to find another trainer that I want to battle because they give a lot of XP. So yeah, I'd rather just battle a lot of wild Pokemon because they're a lot faster to keep KOing. Not as much XP, but like I said, I can just keep finding them very easily. You don't have to go very far to find them and so on. Although once Swampy gets to level 80, I can go to a gym and start beating the trains in there once per episode because they have around level 80 to 85 Pokemon, maybe 75 to 80, I think. So we'll try that, see how good Swampert is against them, and hopefully that goes well. In fact, I've got any Pokemon to rename. I think I had one. I actually do. Pidgeot. Okay, we're gonna go rename Pidgeot. We actually had a name suggestions for Pidgeot, which is Flutters. I'm not so sure where Flutters comes from. I'm guessing just because it flutters around in the air, or the sky, I guess, when it flies. But I'm gonna name it Flutters. I'm sure I've heard that name before, and I can't remember where. But anyway, go to Vermilion and let's rename it. For the other Pokemon, I don't think I've got any other nicknames for them yet. I had one for. I think I had one for Dugon. I can't remember though. Flutters. Okay, there we go. Flutters. I guess that's good. Let's see. I'm trying to think now. There's gotta be something. I might as well start taking out these Pokemon to try and evolve them, so it might be a bit helpful. Because the next gym, I know there's one trainer with Omastar and Kabutops, which is weak to grass by 4 times because of rock and water type. So Weeping Bell could become really handy for that. I mean, I think I might as well take Weeping Bell out and start training it. Also, I want to try and get a evolution stone for Eevee. I'm going to go with the dark type for Eevee, which is Umbreon. So hopefully that goes well. I'm going to replace let's see, which one do I want to take off my party for now? Probably Flutters, right? I don't need Flutters on me. I'm going to try and get a Gyarados today, because Gyarados could come in handy. I mean, it's a water and flying type, so yeah, I'm going to take that. So also leave a name for Magikarp or Gyarados because we're going to evolve it. Hopefully this episode. I should have taken it out of the PC at the start, but I forgot. So yes, let's go train this now too. So now we've named Pidgeot to Flutters, which is an okay name. I mean, I like it. That's why I picked it, I guess. Just need a few now for the other Pokemon that we're starting to use more. So I think I'm going for Umbreon. The reason why I like Umbreon is because Mewtwo is Psychic, of course. So if I can try and throw out, if I got my Gengar out on it and I swap into Umbreon, it's probably going to use a Psychic type move, and Umbreon won't be affected by it since it's Dark type and will avoid getting hit. Therefore, I can get an attack off easily. I still do like Jolteon though, since it's the fastest of the evolutions, which I don't mind Jolteon. However, I feel like because I've used it in my main series, I want to try something different. I don't think I've tried an Umbreon yet, so I want to try it. I just don't remember how to get it. I think you have to use a friendship ribbon on it in the daytime for the Psychic Espeon, and for the Dark Umbreon you have to use it in the night time. I want to say that I honestly don't know. I can't remember because it's been a while since I've looked into that thing, and plus I've never even had a Espeon or a Umbreon on this game at all. I think I might have traded for one at some point just so I could get my Pokédex. Well, that's probably the only time I've had it. So yeah, we should get Muddy to 68 very shortly. I think there we go, Dugong leveled up that time, which is now at 57, 10 levels behind, which is a big jump, but it should catch up eventually. I mean, I can technically train Dugong here since it is a water type, which I'll probably do at some point, because I want my Pokemon to be around the same level for when I do battle the 8th gym, so I want to try and do that. So once Muddy gets to around 85, I think I'm going to put it in my PC and not train it until all my little Pokemon level 85 and such. So yeah, hopefully that goes well. I mean, the 8th gym leader has a lot of ground type Pokemon such as Nidoking. I think he has a Golem. I think he has a Nidoqueen, Rhydon even. So Waterfall is going to come in handy, and then he's going to have a Mewtwo, which Gengar could take out, but because it's going to be weak to Psychic as well, don't want to risk it, so I'll probably use Umbreon for that once I get Umbreon, which is why I'm going to try and get it as soon as possible, and then keep it in my party to try and train up. So hopefully that goes well. But right now we're going to try and get Magikarp to a Gyarados, because Gyarados is pretty good. I mean, not going to lie, I'd really like Gyarados, which is why I'm training it. And plus for the next few episodes, I think while I'm training I'm going to try and have a focus of the episodes, which is most likely going to be evolving Pokemon. So this episode I'm going to try and get Gyarados, next episode I'm going to try and get an Umbreon, probably the next one after that I'll probably get a Togekiss, because Togekiss is pretty nice, not going to lie. I mean, I like Togekiss because it's a fairy type and all, but I don't know, I mean, it is a flying type, so it has a lot of weaknesses in general, and yeah, that's all I have to say, to be honest. It's got a lot of weaknesses, which is why I don't typically like it, but I mean, you can't hate Togepi, and because Togekiss is evolution of Togepi, you can't hate on it too much. I mean, it is a pretty good Pokemon. In general, at least. I mean, not the best, but not the worst, of course. In fact, I wonder what the worst Pokemon is in Pokemon. It's probably got to be a first evolution. I want to say Caterpie or Weedle. They're most likely down there. There's probably some worse Pokemon. I mean, Magikarp is pretty by itself, but it is very fast. But yeah, if it comes up with a Ghost type Pokemon, it's just screwed, because Tackle's not going to be able to hit, Splash doesn't do anything, and I think it can learn Flail, which I think is also a normal type attack, so yeah. I'm trying to think what other Pokemon there are. I mean, Wobbuffet isn't too useless because it has like Reflect, Counter, which is a real good move, so I don't know, I guess it's all in preference, depending on how you can use it and what Pokemon you're up against, but there's got to be a worse Pokemon in the Pokemon. I just cannot remember where it is. So yeah, hopefully we can find that out soon, and hopefully it goes well. Okay, Dr. Eggman is 55. I really enjoy having Toki Tick as Dr. Eggman. I think it suits it very well. I'm glad. I think that's the only nickname I came up with myself. So I think I did a good job in naming that one. Okay, Graveler got one shot. That's great. So yeah, nothing's really going to happen this episode except from leveling up, which kind of is boring, but hey, like I said, I mean, I don't want to just stop recording for a few days and come back saying, oh yeah, look, I'm ready to take on the Elite Four. I mean, it's kind of weird to find out that, oh yeah, my Pokemon's leveled up, you know, from level 50 to 100 in the span of a couple of days, whereas I want to try and make it so it's 100% legit by showing you guys all of it, and then beating it as I go down the line. So hopefully that works out. I mean, all I can do right now is hope at this moment that none of my Pokemon get KO'd while beating the gym or from here on out, because I'm going to need all of them for the Elite Four, because if one of them faints, I'm going to have to replace it for something else, which could dramatically affect the Elite Four challenge. I mean, if it would be a lot easier if I had the Venomoth, because Venomoth is a good Pokemon with Bug Buzz. It can learn a good can learn good moves like Signal Beam. Signal Beam's really good. I think what I wanted to teach it was a move to raise its special attack, special defense, and speed, I want to say, which I can't remember what it's called, but that was a good move. It can learn a really good moves, and it's got Psychic on it, which I really needed, but unfortunately it fainted because of that one Persian. I'm sure it was because of that Persian, or that trainer at least. So yeah, that kind of sucks. And that's why we haven't battled that trainer since. Okay, one shot the Magmar, please. I actually remember Magmar being glitched back in the day when the F gym wasn't even out. If you didn't know what the glitch was, it's where Magmar was glitched in attack. So once you caught Magmar, its attack would be, I think, level 1 Magmar, and it wouldn't increase at all. Anyway, we've got a Gyarados now, so yeah, we've got Bite, which is great. So let's see how much cash have we got this episode. We've got around 3,000-ish. So next episode we should be able to buy a item for Umbreon, or Eevee to become into an Umbreon, so hopefully that goes well. I mean, I can't exactly do anything else except from battle trainers to get cash, but like I said, this episode I just want to focus on training. Next episode I can battle a few trainers to try and get the cash I need, but hopefully I don't need to battle too many of them to get it. Because like I said, I want to train, but I want to try and have the focus on Umbreon instead, which I don't think I can train it at many spots right now, so I'm going to have to probably train it with Muddy on the front of my team, and just get XP share to give it some XP points. So yes, hopefully that goes well. Let's go back up and heal up really quickly. I feel like that is a good shout. Anyway, let's have a look at chat. I don't like looking at chat, but it's just worth giving a sec. Okay, I mean, I still look out for scammers every now and then, and just people that are very abusive, and I'll de-rank them if they are in the group. So yeah, that's why I always look at chat every now and then. I don't look at it too much because if it gets me KO'd, I'd be very salty. Very salty indeed. Trying to find a Pokemon in this little patch of grass is pretty hard, because if I walk in a circle, you can see that it's very hard to stay in it. I think I can just stay in it, but every time I finish a battle, I'll have to reorganize again to run around in a circle inside the patch, which gets pretty annoying, so probably just gonna manually run around in this patch of grass at least. And we're at 69 now, finally, so we might actually get to level 70 this episode, which I am happy with. We should probably put Eevee in. I'll probably try and train it for next episode, but I'm gonna try and get Gyarados to at least 40, and I think I'll be done with it for a while. I mean, I do want to use it eventually, but I don't know when. I mean, I'm trying to think what would be a good place for it, but I mean, Mud is my best Pokemon that is water, I guess. Okay, we've got Ice Beam for Dewgong. I don't know if I want to take anything off. I think actually taking rest off is a good shout, because then we'll have a priority move for ice and a priority move for water, whereas then we'll have Aqua Tail, I said Aqua Jet, as a stab water move for a lot of damage, and then Ice Beam for ice stab, which will do a good amount of damage as well. So hopefully this is a good shout. I hope it is. Okay. I don't think I'll be using Dewgong that much. I might swap it out for a Umbreon, maybe. I'm not too sure actually what I want to swap out for Umbreon. Maybe... Oh, let me look at my party really quick. Maybe Crystal. I mean, fire Pokemon, I don't think I need one in the Elite Four. Or in general right now. I think the 8th gym is Ground and Psychic. Also, just random Pokemon pretty much. And the Elite Four is Water Ice for the first one, Fighting for the second, Ghost for the fourth, Dragon for the Ghost for the third, Dragon for the fourth, and then Random for the last again. Which, yeah, I don't think I need a Crystal right now, or my Fire type Pokemon right now. It could come in handy for the Venusaur, however, I could just teach a Pokemon a Fire type move, and that will probably KO it anyway, because Venusaur isn't exactly the best for taking a hit. It's pretty much just meant for not special effects, status moves, which is what I'm trying to say. So it's probably going to have a Sleep Powder, Poison Powder, and probably a Paralyzation move. So probably Stun Powder, or Stun Paw, whatever it is, I can't remember. So yeah, gotta watch out for that. It's probably going to have a Razor Leaf, probably. Or just a Absorb or Mega Drain, which is also going to be annoying. But yeah, as long as we don't have Muddy against it, we should be good, because Muddy will get one-shot by probably every grass-type Pokemon out there. So yeah, just gotta avoid doing that and we should be good. And hopefully that does go in our way, or in our favour, and we don't end up KOing Muddy from a grass-type Pokemon. And if you just look at my team really quickly, I guess Boo would be good to counter as a wall for a grass-type Pokemon. I'm not too sure what else, to be honest. I want to try and get a tank, but I don't have any special or defensive tanks right now, to be honest. I mean, not any good ones, at least. I have a few tanks that can tank a couple of hits, but not great tanks like Blissey, for example, or Scizor for the defensive tank, I guess. So yes. Well, Scizor will be great for this challenge because only weak to fire. The only fire type in the Elite Four is probably Gary's Charizard. I'm sure that is the only fire type Pokemon out there. The only thing I gotta watch out for now is the first Elite Four member has a few Pokemon with Toxic. I gotta watch out for that and make sure I heal very quickly, or just let my Pokemon either misses the Toxic, or I just swap out and don't use that Pokemon that's poison until I can heal it. So yeah, probably want to try and avoid that as much as possible, because Toxic, if they get a crit on me and I'm red and I'm Toxic or poison, that'll be the end of my Pokemon. So I gotta watch out for that, unfortunately, which, yeah. And plus, we're not allowed to stop recording and just like delete that file if we lose against the Elite Four the first time. The first time we battle the Elite Four will be the only time we battle it. If we lose, we have to restart all the process of using the Pokemon in the PC to try and EV train them and level them up. But the first time we have to beat it, otherwise we're going to be set back for a huge long time. And that's going to be quite boring. So we've got to beat it first time. If a few Pokemon faint, it's okay. If one Pokemon's left, but we beat the Elite Four, then we managed to beat the game. So yes, it's gonna be hard though to do that. I mean, for the first Elite Four member, you go watch out for like Kyurem. For the second one, it's Keldeo. For the fourth one, I think it's I want to say Giratina. Fifth one, I think it might be a Dialga. I want to say a Dialga. And then for the last one, he has a Arceus, or Arceus, whatever it is. So yes. Actually, Arceus is a pretty funny name for a Pokemon. I mean, the people who do the anime cannot decide if it's Arceus or Arceus. They keep changing how they pronounce that name so many times. I mean, pretty unreal. So yeah. I mean, there's no one that can get it more wrong than than anyone, to be honest, because not even the young creators of Arceus can figure out what they want to call it. So I guess that leaves people wondering what the actual pronunciation of Arceus is. I think it's Arceus. I think Arceus seems a bit far-fetched. And that is also another Pokemon. I didn't even think about that until I said it. Okay, one more battle should get Muddy till I was 17. I think that's going to be it for this episode. How much cash have we got now? Should be 14,000. What? 4.75. I have no idea what happened there. Okay, it looks like it's fixed itself, but we found a glitch somehow. Let me press F9. Where's F9? Don't say anything in that, so I have no idea why that happened or why it came up with a 4.75 for some reason. Anyway, Muddy should now be level 70, hopefully, so we need to go heal. Okay, there we go, level 70. Woo, yay. Damn that HP though. Okay, anyway, let's go heal now and then we'll end off the episode. Gyarados is also level 25, trying to learn Water Gun. We'll teach you. Alright, you already learned Water Gun, never mind. Anyway, let's go heal now and let's end the episode. Also, for this challenge, I don't think you're allowed to buy Pokemon. It doesn't say anything on the rules, but it only says that the only way to get Pokemon is to catch the first Pokemon you find in the wild, so I'm guessing you're not allowed to buy Pokemon, which I'm not going to. It'd just be a cool variation to try and implement it into, but whatever. Anyway guys, hopefully you enjoyed the episode of Nuzlocke challenge. If you did enjoy it, make sure to leave comments on all games you're playing Roblox, including Project Pokemon. And like always, I will see you guys next time.